Guys, good morning. It is July, I think, 17th, and I got up this morning and my little Cochin roosters were starting to crow. It is so cute. They're bantam roosters. They're really small, and they're strutting their stuff out there. One of them crows really nicely, sounds like a Mickey Mouse chicken, and the other one is trying to get a sound out and kind of still sounds a bit scratchy, but they're trying, so they're getting big, those boys. Anyway, I got some shenanigans planned here today. We're going to check in on the sauerkraut, and we are going to make some bread. And I am going to leave that bread recipe for you guys in the description. I'm going to mix it all up, and then you guys can try to reproduce it. I really love this dough because you can refrigerate it for up to 2 weeks, and you can just pull out some dough and make some bread. Really, it's really easy. I used it with just regular white flour. I also used it half and half with wheat, which is what I'm gonna do today. And when you got the dough out, you can actually roll it out and fill it with, I put in cheese sometimes, garlic, herbs, anything you basically want, pesto, sun-dried tomatoes, anything like that. And it's a very forgiving dough. You can't mess this up. And you can make really, really nice artisan breads with that every day. You can have a fresh bread on the table. So, and it's really, really easy. It doesn't cost much money, and it's very forgiving. So if you ever wanted to make your own home-baked bread, all you really need is a big container that holds the load of flour and water, because it's a pretty good sized recipe. You can use it 4 times really, or you can make 3 artisan loaves pretty much with the kind of dough that I have. So anyway, I'm going to get started on the bread dough, and I'll show you guys what the outcome is, and we're also going to go and visit the chicken babies. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to check it out. So this thing here first, this is a checkup on the sauerkraut, and as you guys can see, it comes along real nicely, and it's still all under the brine. I'm pushing my little my sauerkraut rock that I have here back under, and make sure that all of the sauerkraut is covered with liquid, and kind of put it under the brine. So as I said, you just have to salt some cabbage, and you until you can feel the, and you knead it until you can feel the juices come out. What I usually do is I salt it down a little bit, and I leave it on the kitchen counter overnight, and then the next day I start really wringing it, and it helps a little bit because it already has some water in it by the next morning when you open up the lid of your whatever container you have. And I have these are from like the $1.25 store or Dollar Tree. You can buy these, and they have these type of lids, and they're plastic, and they're excellent for making sauerkraut. And you just have to remember to burp these jars once a day. In this one, you can see I actually mixed some caraway seeds in there, so this is going to be good. And then here, this is for my dough. I'm just dissolving some yeast in it, and then we're gonna go and make the bread dough, and when it's done, I'm gonna show you guys. So anyway, I'm just mixing the dough up here. Just add the flour, mix it up until combined, and then you leave it sitting in a warm place to expand. There's no kneading, no punching down, no nothing needed. You just mix it. And that's what I really like about this. And once it has rested for an hour, you can put it in the fridge and use it later, or you can take out your first ball of dough, which is what I'm going to do, and start baking it. So anyway, it's just basically 3 cups of water. You put 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast in it. And so the water has to be warm to dissolve it, of course. I don't even have a thermometer. I do it without thermometer. It works every time. So 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast, and 1.5 tablespoons of a good quality salt. And then this time I mixed half whole wheat dough, so 3 cups of whole wheat flour and about 3 cups of white flour or unbleached white flour, whatever you guys are needing. I haven't tried it with gluten-free flour or any other alternative flours, but if you do, please drop a comment below and let me know how it turned out for you. And anyway, I'm going to dedicate this episode to my friend Marley. That is probably one of the biggest fans of this bread, and I'm going to make her a loaf today too. So stay tuned, guys. More later. So anyway, guys, the dough has rested now for about an hour, and you can see how it nicely doubled in size. I'm gonna make a loaf of bread for my friend Marty and myself, and I'm gonna show you guys how I fix it up when I roll it out and how I fill it. You don't have to fill it, but I like doing it sometimes with cheese and different things, sliced olives and so on. Anyway, I'm gonna go and start baking, guys. Now you guys can see I rolled it out like a pizza, and I put cheese on it, chives, a little bit of secret ingredient sauce here. I know Marley likes her spicy, so that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna add some olives still, maybe a few black olives sliced. And I'm gonna roll it up like a log and tuck it under, and then it's gonna go into my proofing basket. Hold a second, I'll show you how. So when you make your bread dough, and I have these little baskets here that are called proofing baskets, but you don't have to have one. I mean, you can just put it into some bowl with a towel over it or whatever. And when you take it fresh out of the refrigerator and it's still cold, you want to kind of roll it up the way I do, and then I put my cloth over it and I leave it sitting while the stove is reheating. And so I leave it sitting out there for about 20 minutes or so. You can tell that the cheese is coming out up here. Yeah, doesn't matter, seam side down, just roll it up, tuck it under, seam side down. You can tell it's not perfect, see? And I just leave it sitting in here for a while before I put it into parchment paper and into my oven. But I'm gonna check back in with you guys here. Stay tuned. You're gonna crow for us, Midnight? You're doing so nicely. You're gonna crow for Mama? Huh? How about you, Scooby? Hi, dude. That's my other rooster, Scooby. Kisses. Midnight. Midnight, are you gonna crow? Are you gonna crow, Midnight? This guy is not that impressed about him, I guess. How about you, Scooby? Can you do it? Well, hello, guys. It's so hot out here. I have sprayed down some of the flooring here to keep them cool, and my golden comets, the baby girls, oh, they're hiding under there. They're under the part of that chicken coop over there. They're in with the big girls, and these girls here are very ruthless. Yes, Petunia, you're the most brutal one, Susie Q. Yeah, and Maggie is brutal. Yeah, they're your sisters. They look just like you. Yeah, they're golden comets, just like you are, Mama. I'm gonna spray that. Alright guys, that rooster thing didn't work out. My memory got low on my video here, and I just pulled the bread out. I had to delete some stuff, and I just pulled the bread out here, so I'm back in my kitchen. And look how this turned out. Is this gorgeous or what? You can see the cheese oozing out. I'm gonna put a little bit on top while it's still hot and kind of let that go on top. Some sprinkles. Gonna look good. Alright. So anyway, that is my bread baking day for today, and it all turned out great, and people that got it loved it. I'm just waiting on a return comment from Marley and her husband to see how this one turned out with the secret ingredient. We'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next vlog. Alright, bye.